Hello student. So in this video we are going to study regarding the fennel fruit. So we are very much known to this fennel fruit because in our regular practices we are using this fennel fruit for digestive purpose. So regarding the synonyms, so this fennel fruit in Hindi it is synonym as a bariso or Fructus foeniculi, where the biological source that it consists of dried ripe fruits of cultivated species of Phoeniculum vulgare Miller, and that belongs to the Umbelliferae family. So this fennel fruit it is commonly known for its volatile oil content, where it contains not less than 1.4% of a volatile oil. Now we will see the morphology of these fennel fruits. So regarding the morphological structure, so this is the fennel fruit. So on the upper side, this fennel fruit, it is having the portion, here you can see the small extended part that is known as the apex or stylopod, and this stylopod it is nothing but the remains of calyx. While this at the base, it is also having a small extension that is known as the pedicel, while the middle portion it is having an oblong elongated shape. Okay, so this fennel fruit, we know that if we are going to apply a little bit pressure on this fennel fruit, it is going to break down into two similar parts. So this whole part or whole fruit it is known as the cremocarp, and these half portion, these are known as the mericarp. These two mericarps, these are equal portions, and in between these mericarps we can see that it is having a ridge, or we can say a central ridge which is responsible for joining these two mericarps to form the cremocarp. So here in this cremocarp portion we are going to see some prominent ridges which are present, that is known as the primary ridges, and in between these two primary ridges there is a small depression, and that depression it is known as the furrow. This is known as the furrow. So if we are going to see in the mericarp portion, so in this mericarp portion, this innermost layer it is ventral surface, and this outermost layer which is known as the dorsal surface. So on this dorsal surface, if we are going to observe these primary ridges, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 primary ridges, and in between these primary ridges these furrows are present. So it is considered that below these primary ridges there are 5 vascular bundles are located, and because of these are going to be extended, or these are going to show the prominent ridges. Okay, so this is regarding the dorsal pod, and this is the middle one stalk like portion which is known as the carpophore, which is responsible for joining these two mericarps. Okay, now regarding the organoleptic characteristics, so we can see that these colors of this fennel fruit which is having greenish or yellowish brown color, while regarding the aroma or odor which is having sweet, aromatic and characteristic odor, and the taste, obviously we know that it is having sweet, mucilaginous, agreeable and aromatic taste. And in case of extra features, so whatever we have seen now, that is it is having the carpophore and the mericarp portion. These two mericarps are similar parts which get joined with the help of carpophore, and which are responsible for the formation of this cremocarp portion. So this cremocarp in overall it contains about 10 primary ridges, while this mericarp it contains about 5 primary ridges. Now regarding the schematic diagram of the mericarp portion, so whenever we are going to take the TS of the mericarp portion, it is having the ventral surface where this carpophore is present and the dorsal surface in which the primary ridges are present. But this fennel fruit, it is divided into pericarp and the seed portion. So pericarp, it contains the parts like outermost layer which is known as the epicarp. Inside this epicarp, it contains the mesocarp, and inside this mesocarp, it contains the endocarp. While this seed is located inside this pericarp region where the seed contains testa and the endosperm. So this is the testa and this is endosperm portion. So in the mesocarp region, this fennel fruit, it contains 5 vascular bundles which are located below each primary ridge, that is the 5 primary ridges. So below each primary ridge, it contains the vascular bundles, and in between these vascular bundles, it consisting of vittae. So these vittae are nothing but the schizogenous oil cells which are present, and here we can see in the dorsal portion it contains about 4 vittae, and at the ventral surface it contains about 2 vittae. So there are total 6 vittae, of which 4 are present on the dorsal side and 2 are present on the ventral side. While at the ventral side it contains this carpophore portion, which is nothing but the stalk, central stalk which is present in the mericarp, and just inside that carpophore it consisting of a raphe-like structure which is nothing but the vascular strand which is present in this seed portion. Okay, so this is regarding the schematic diagram or schematic structure of the mericarp of the fennel fruit. Now for microscopical study of this fennel fruit, we have to take thin transverse sections of a fennel fruit. So for this purpose, we have to soak these fennel fruits in water for overnight to become soft, so it becomes possible to get thin transverse sections. Now at the time of taking the thin sections, we need a blade, slide and watch glass. In first watch glass we have taken water, then in second fluoroglycinol and HCl, and in third watch glass it again contains water to remove excess of stain. For taking transverse section, we have to hold this fruit with the help of forceps, and by means of blade we have to take a thin sections. After getting these thin sections, we have to transfer these sections into a watch glass which contains water, and from this we have to select the thin sections and transfer these sections into the another watch glass which contains stain, that is fluoroglycinol and HCl. We have to keep it for about 1 to 2 minutes, and after that again we have to transfer these sections into the watch glass that contains water to remove excess of stain. So this is the section of fennel fruit. Here we can observe these outermost layers. It contains epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp, while this inside portion it contains seed portion. This in internal linings it shows testa, and the innermost portion it is of a endosperm. So this is ventral side and this is dorsal side of this fennel fruit. On the dorsal side it contains 5 vascular bundles. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 vascular bundles, while it contains 4 vittae, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4 vittae are present on the dorsal side, while at the ventral side here it contains the square like structure which is nothing but the carpophore, that is the stalk which is present at the middle of the mericarp, and here is another vittae, that is 5th and this is 6th vittae. So in all it contains 6 vitae, where 2 are present on the dorsal side and 4 are present, 2 are present on the ventral side and 4 are present on the dorsal side. Okay, so this is regarding the microscopical structure of the fennel fruit. Now we will see in detail the microscopy of fennel fruit, where we already studied that it consisting of a pericarp and endocarp portion. So in the pericarp region we have seen it contains epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, and in the seed portion it consisting of a testa, endosperm, and inside that it consisting of a embryo. So let us start with pericarp. In pericarp, the first layer is epicarp, where this epicarp layer, it is consisting of a quadrangular or polygonal cells, and which is covered with the smooth cuticle. The cuticle is nothing but a thin membranous like structure which is going to cover this epicarp layer. Then in the mesocarp layer, it consisting of these 5 vascular bundles. These 5 vascular bundles which are present below each primary ridge. It is present below each primary ridge, and along with this it consisting of 4 vitae on dorsal surface. 4 vitae on dorsal surface and 2 vitae on ventral surface. So this consisting of parenchymatous cells, and it consisting of lignified parenchyma which is present just around these vascular bundles. Lignified means these cells with chloroglucinol and HCl, they are going to produce the red coloration. Then regarding the vascular bundles, so these vascular bundles, these are 5 in numbers, these are present below each primary ridge, and these are bicollateral, while these vitae, these are known as the schizogenous oil cells. These are known as the schizogenous oil cells, which are 4 at dorsal side and 2 at ventral side. While the endocarp region, where it consisting of narrow elongated cells, and that particular arrangement is known as the Purkinje arrangement. That is known as the Purkinje arrangement, where Purkinje means these cells are parallel and these are arranged in different directions. The cells are parallel to each other, but they are arranged in different direction. That is the Purkinje arrangement. Then the next is, that is the seed portion. So in seed, the outermost layer is known as the testa, which is present just below this endocarp region. Below this endocarp region, where this testa, it is single layer. This is single layer, and which is yellowish brown in color. So it consisting of a single layer of parenchymatous cells which are thin walled. Then inside that it consisting of endosperm region. So this is the endosperm region. In this it consisting of thick walled polygonal parenchymatous cells, where these cells, they contains oil globules, especially fixed oil globules, then aleuron grains and calcium oxalate crystals. Okay, so it consisting of oil globules which are of fixed oil, then aleuron grains, these are nothing but insoluble form of proteins. So this contains these aleuron grains, as well as this contains the calcium oxalate crystals which are rosette crystals. Okay, so all these are present in this endosperm region. Then inside this endosperm, it consisting of an embryo which is present at the middle of this endosperm. So that embryo, which is again having the similar characteristic as that of the endosperm. Means it contains similar type of cells as well as fixed oil globules, alluron grains and calcium oxalate crystals as that of the endosperm. Now regarding this raphe, so this is nothing but the single ridge of vascular strand, and that is going to be appear in the middle of this commissural surface, that is going to be appear at the middle of this surface. While this is the carpophore. Carpophore generally it is consisting of a thick walled sclerenchymatous cells which are present in the form of two strands. So it consisting of two strands of thick walled sclerenchymatous cells. Okay, so this is regarding in detail microscopy of fennel fruit. So now regarding the chemical constituent and uses of this fennel fruit. So this fennel fruit, it major amount it contains the volatile oil, that is about 4 to 6%, of which the constituents like anethol and diphencone, these are present, where anethol is present in the percentage of 50 to 60 and diphencone is present 10%, while it also contains fixed oil which is present in the concentration of 12 to 18%, while the proteins which are present in the concentration of 14 to 22%. Now regarding the uses, so it is commonly used as an carminative, while it is also used as a stimulant. Specifically it is used as a respiratory stimulant. Then aromatic, as it is having the major constituent as the volatile oil, so it possesses a specific aroma, therefore it is used as an aromatic. And also it is having some digestive properties, so it is used for the easy digestion purpose. Okay, so this is regarding the morphology, microscopy, as well as the chemical constituent and uses of the fennel fruit. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please share this video and also don't forget to add a comment, and also subscribe my channel if you are new to my channel. Thank you.